our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling. It's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back. We elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Look at that hole open up. Oh, Ziska's going to cut free. He's over the 30. Gets the puck. Here comes free. Keep fighting. Same play. Conklin with the slam on the channel.
Yesterday, Minot North's campus opened its doors to their students for the first time, and today they welcome in their inner-city rival, Minot High, for WDA Soccer on the PSP Network. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Owen Patterson on the call for today's matchup between the Sentinels and the Magicians. The 16th Street rivalry begins today in the 2024 school year with soccer from Sentinel Stadium. A first look at the new field. We thank you for tuning in tonight on the PSP Network, and welcome into the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. It's a stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change service. They'll take about 15 minutes at any of their service centers in Minot or Bismarck. Also, find out what they do online at VIOC.com. Well, this matchup is a much anticipated one, at least on the varsity level. These two teams need an inner-city rival, and the Magicians and Sentinels, while the matchup may be a little bit skewed right now on paper, this is a Minot North team, a young team as well, that continues to grow each time out on the pitch. Their most recent match, their first in WDA play, a 5-2 loss to the Williston Coyotes. They look to bounce back at home when they dropped their first 2 matches of the season. As for Minot High, it has been 3 matches and 3 wins so far. The Magi picked up their first conference victory on the road at Bismarck Century. They stay away from home, but not too far away today as they face Minot North here from Sentinel Stadium. We have more of the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show coming up next as well, including the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. That's next here on the PSP Network.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
From the 26-yard line, nearing the Serve Pro red zone, are the Demons already. Handoff, Hankey dances in the hole. Now he speeds and bursts outside, accelerates to the 20, 15, 10, 2 touches, 2 touchdowns.
Carter Hankey, this time they go left, and he just does what he does so well is he read the block. It wasn't off tackle, it wasn't off the guard on the inside, and he took his time, then he bounced to the outside, got a great little kick out block, a touch block, and deep downfield for the Demons, helping him out.
Welcome back to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We're just moments away from kickoff of the fall sports season on the PSP Network. Thank you for joining us tonight. Today's matchup, Minot High and Minot North. Let's break it down a little bit more with the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game today. Northern Plains Heating and Air has been serving the area for over 25 years as your heating and air experts and the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. We'll start with the Magi, and that's set the pace. They can kind of control this match right away. Getting on the scoreboard early is something teams have done against Minot North. The Sentinels obviously looking for their goalkeeper play, but also maybe just to make a name for themselves here in the West region. It's still early in the season. There's a lot of development going on their side, but a good performance today. Doesn't even have to be a victory over Minot High, but a solid performance, a clean match from the Minot North Sentinels would be a huge step in the right direction as this 2024 high school boys soccer season just gets underway. Again, the 4th match in, playing the 2nd match in conference play for either side. Well, we are approaching kickoff quite rapidly here at Sentinel Stadium, so we'll continue on with our pregame show by taking a look at the starting lineups for both sides. For Minot High, it'll be the senior on defense, Vincent Pelaya, wearing number 2 in the starting lineup, followed by Ethan Dangle, Samuel Ichanis, Justice Amsbury, Nolan Schmidt, Dylan Oswalt, Kyle Eklund, Dylan Jackson, Isaac Stewart, and Joshua Marsland. The goalkeeper for Minot is the senior Graydon Wald, and really the two glaring differences for these two teams when you just look at the rosters, you just look at the stats on paper, is the experience. And Minot High, who throws in a number of seniors in their starting lineup, 8 seniors in the starting 11 tonight for the Magi. Compare that to Minot North's starting lineup of McLean Roberts, Logan Ovitt, Gavin Wald, Tegan Dangle, Jace Hoagland, Emerson Reese, John Clark, Joseph Olson, Jaden Marshall, and Malachi Baldwin with Griffin Wald in goal. There's not a senior on the roster for the Minot North Sentinels this season. A roster 18 players deep, 8 of them in junior high grades, 7th or 8th. So the experience, another factor in this one that we didn't cover in the keys to the game, but it'll definitely play a part in determining today's winner, you would have to believe. But Minot North, again, just like the keys of the game said, a clean performance could really go a long ways, not only today, but for the rest of the fall as they progress to their first season at the varsity level in the Western Dakota Association. Well, we've got the keys to the game. The Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame showing the starting lineups out of the way. One final timeout before we get to kickoff here from Sentinel Stadium. A beautiful setting and a beautiful day for WDA Soccer on the PSP Network. We'll be back in 60 with the start of today's matchup.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
The trick to throwing well is knowing where you want the ball to go.
Like how the local bankers at First Western Bank and Trust take the time to learn about you and recommend the banking services like online banking or personal loans that keep your goals on target.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
One final quick reminder that the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. It's a stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change service that'll take about 15 minutes at any of their locations in Minot and Bismarck. In fact, one is just across the street here from Minot North Campus. You can also check out what they do online at VIOC.com. The captains meeting there with tonight's officials in green. Minot High in the white tops with red shorts. Minot North in the all-blue kit. You look at the records there on your screen. Minot 3-0, Minot North and 0-3. Both of these teams have common opponents already, as in the first week of the season, Minot and Minot North each played Grand Forks Central and Grand Forks Red River. The Knights and Rough Riders made their way out west, and Minot North picked up 2 victories over those teams. Minot North suffered 2 defeats. 1 conference match for either side so far. It was a winning decision for the Minot High Magicians down in Bismarck against the Century Patriots, while Minot North suffered a loss on the road out west in Williston to the Coyotes. Another team that's developing in the WDA. It'll be fun to see where Minot North and Williston go this season in conference play. And the expectations on the other side for Minot High this season, they are high as always. A team that's qualified for 14 consecutive state soccer tournaments on the boys' side, as they look to punch their ticket once again over the course of these few weeks and months of the WDA soccer season. 3 games on the schedule today throughout the West region in boys soccer. We'll get to those throughout the day as well, as the national anthem and starting lineups about to be announced here from Sentinel Stadium. We'll send it down to the public address announcer very shortly, but again, one quick reminder that today's broadcast on the PSP Network is sponsored by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire, with more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. Today's game day sponsor, Minot State University. As we just about get started with soccer today, our fall sports coverage on the PSP Network gets started tonight. We have high school football tomorrow. High school football across the state. 1 game today, so that's underway. Volleyball gets going in a very short time. Once the calendar turns to September, it's volleyball season as well. We have you covered with fall sports. Multiple broadcasts per week on the PSP Network. It's going to be another fun season here on PSP. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow us on all the social medias to never miss a PSP Network broadcast. All right, now it is time for the starting lineups and national anthem. I'll send it down to the public address announcer right now on the PSP Network.
Welcome to Sentinel Stadium, home of the Sentinels. We'd like to welcome our visitors and thank you for making the long trip, the Minot Magicians. Thank you for supporting high school athletics. The athletes playing tonight from both teams have worked very hard and appreciate your support and encouragement. In the spirit of honoring the game, we ask that you all let your good sportsmanship show. Now, if everyone would please rise, remove all headgear as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet our starters. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Minot Magicians. In defender, here's the senior, wears number 2, Vincent Polea. In defender, here's the senior, wears number 5, Ethan Dangle. In midfielder, he's the senior, wearing number 8, Samuel Ejanes. In midfielder, he is a senior wearing number 11, Justice Ansbury. At the defenseman, he is a sophomore wearing number 12, Nolan Schmidt. At the midfielder, he is a sophomore wearing number 16, Dylan Oswald. In the net, he is a senior wearing number 23, Brayden Wall. Forward, he is a senior, number 27, Kyle Eklund. In the midfielder, he is a senior, number 30, Dylan Jackson. In the midfielder, he is a senior, number 33, Isaac Stewart. And in the defender, he is a senior, number 35, Joshua Marsland. And coach for tonight, Jordan Foley, Mrs. Patel, Adam Daly, Craig Bachmeyer, Cameron Foley, Matthew Marcus, and Tristan Brown. Now let's make some noise for the home team on the scoreboard, your Minot North Sentinels. Sitting back to the main screen, here are number 6, McLean Roberts. Gavin Wall. A forward, he is a sophomore, he wears number 9, Logan Ovett. A midfielder, he is a freshman, he wears number 13, Tegan Dangle. A forward, he is an 8th grader, he wears number 18, Chase Oakland. And a midfielder, he is a junior, he wears number 25, Emerson Reese. At center
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
The trick to throwing well is knowing where you want the ball to go.
Like how the local bankers at First Western Bank and Trust take the time to learn about you and recommend the banking services like online banking or personal loans that
There is the kickoff, and we are underway with WDA Soccer on the PSP network. Minot High going left to right on your screen in the whites. Minot North defending at the moment, going from right to left in the home Navy Blues. Minot with the first possession on the kickoff. And a 3-0 record to start the season, 1-0 in conference play. They've been on the road for both of their first 2 in the WDA. Down in Bismarck earlier in the week on Tuesday night, and now just north of campus, something they haven't done too much in history. Going to a conference game north of Magic City campus, but that is the case now, traveling up North Hill and 16th Street to take on their built-in rivals here in town, the Minot North Sentinels. At a ball out of bounds there, we're going to get a throw-in from the Magi. And Minot North will take over their first possession of this match, and some intense defensive pressure from Minot High. That's what they're going to bring. That's their game plan today. And you just think they feel they have the advantage here on many of the phases of the match. And they're going to try and flex their muscles early, but Minot North, because of that, Minot High's extreme defensive aggression early on may open up some holes for passes down the pitch. Players running free, and some nice looks for the Sentinels early in this one. Should they be able to get past this Minot High defense, which has kept Minot North behind the midfield line so far. Throw in by the Magicians. They'll go back across the midfield stripe and work it to the near side. In possession of the ball right now is Ethan Dangle. On defense, they'll work it up to the forward Justice Amsbury. Amsbury dribbling on the near side. And his pass was taken away by Minot North's defense, Malachi Baldwin. As we familiarize ourselves with these rosters, 2024 season, obviously for Minot North, first on the varsity level. Many haven't seen them play at all. And for Minot High, a lot of new names from a very impressive team a year ago. We'll into that as today's match goes along. They're replacing some incredible scorers and even award winners individually from the 2023 season. But the talent just keeps on refreshing for Minot High boys soccer, it seems, as they're poised for some big things here in 2024. By the way, this season has gotten underway. There's a takeaway by the Sentinels. That's number 26, John Clark. Clark with some speed here, trying to get it around Minot's Kyle Eklund, who is posing some pressure there, and another steal by the Magicians. They've got it inside the box, but a nice poke away there by Minot North. It gets outside to Isaac Stewart. And now a dribble in by Stewart's Minot High teammate. Pass goes near side for Eklund. And back out to the middle where it'll be in possession of the Sentinels. Leading the charge, Logan Ovitt, the leading goal scorer on the team. He's one of 2 goal scorers for Minot North. And I think that's maybe the first player we should introduce you to. 3 matches in for the Sentinels. They've scored a collective 5 goals, and Logan Ovitt has 4 of those 5. Ovitt, the sophomore forward, who just missed the throw in there. He'll get right back up and readjust. Minot North was blanked in their season opener here at home against Grand Forks Red River. Long pass up ahead will just be shot out of bounds from the goalkeeper, Griffin Wald. Minot North again as a team shut out in the first match of the season against Grand Forks Red River, but in match number 2 against Grand Forks Central, put up 3 goals against the Knights, 2 of them from Ovid. And then in their most recent match on Tuesday evening against the Williston Coyotes, he scored all 2 of the Sentinels' goals at a 5-2 defeat at the hands of the Coyotes. Minot High's been in possession of the soccer ball this whole time while we were away. Right outside of the box. Here's the first shot, but it's deflected almost immediately. It was sent in by Sammy Chanis. Chanis yet to score a goal this season, but has assisted on 2 Minot High goals. And that shot deflection opened up something for Minot North. They've had one really good attack across midfield, and that was Ovid leading the way on sort of a fast break. It ended up being taken away by the Magicians. As North loses possession again, still on Minot High's side of the turf. Battle for the ball there. It's taken away by North. Passing up ahead from Gavin Wald. Trying to get it to Ovid, but ends up being another turnover. Magicians get behind the defense. Pass over to the middle, and it's just over the header attempt and out of reach as well. So that was Eklund running behind the play. And that header opportunity in the middle is for, that was Amsbury trying to put it up. Another send right in front of the net. Not a good chance there for the Magicians, but they'll work off of it. Shot right in to the midst of Minot North's netminder, Griffin Wald. And he will keep this scoreboard at 0s. Tries to send that one away, but it goes right to a white jersey, and the Magicians are back in business. And in a 1v3, there was Dylan Jackson. And Minot High will work it all the way back out to midfield. Reset to the defensive line. 7 minutes gone by in this first half. Here goes Minot. But they lost possession again. It was a pass from Echanis to Amsbury. But Wald able to scoop up the lost soccer ball. Sentinels will take it out from behind the goal. And there's that pressure all the way from end line to end line from Minot High's defense, making it tricky for North to advance this ball down the field. Here's a pass ahead that's knocked down by Nolan Schmidt. And that's going to roll all the way to the sideline, where we have our first substitution checking in of the match. It's for Minot North, and the new player on is Aaron Garza, the junior, wearing number 31. Remember, here in high school soccer, if you're unfamiliar, you can substitute anytime. You can even be substituted back on multiple times. Seen other places where single substitution, once you come off the pitch, you may not return, but here that's totally fine. 30 minutes, 30 seconds to go in our first half. Currently scoreless between Minot North and Minot High on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Locations out North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. This is Malachi Baldwin, and it's a pass just rolls away as Minot North, they did get it past the midfield line, but couldn't set up much of an offensive formation there as Minot High quick to recover defensively. Oh, flying in there and going for the steal and ended up knocking down a player. That was the new man on for Minot North, Garza. Trying to insert himself into this match very quickly. Now Minot High taking it a little bit easier, a slower pace on offense after they were attack in the first 10 minutes of today's match. But just as I say that, long pass up ahead, rolling into the corner. Will it be tracked down? Yes, the ball stays in play, but North able to send it out of the box. And a whistle on offsides against Minot High. Sentinels moving the ball around there, but it's a pass that was kind of a 50-50 ball, about 40-50 yards down the field. Garza wasn't able to reach it. The Magicians just send it out of bounds, and the Sentinels here will have a throw in. It allows Minot North to get into a set offensively. Something that they have not done so far. It's a short throw in. Dribbling in the corner and sending one towards the net. Might will go behind the goal. And out of bounds. Minot High goes to the bench for the first time as well during this stoppage of play. Tayson Solper, the sophomore midfielder, comes onto the pitch for Minot's head coach, Jordan Foley, a group that a year ago finished with 12 wins, 2 losses, and 6 ties. Many of those draws were at the very beginning of this season, and all 2 losses came to the Legacy Sabres. One of them in the state tournament, the state semifinals. Minot High would finish 3rd in last year's state tournament, and that was another whistle against the Magicians. Being behind the goalkeeper there as Wald came out way out of the box. And Echanis was trying to dribble around him, did so. But it results being offsides. Pardon me, that was not number 8, that was number 30, Dylan Jackson, who's making his way past the Minot North defense. Now the Sentinels. A lot of white jerseys there in front of the ball handler, and a steal as the Magicians flip directions. Nice slide tackle there made right at midfield by Emerson Reese, who's wearing the golden armband. He is a team captain. Reese with a nice defensive play, and now it's turning into some offense for Minot North. They get it to the midfield. Here's Reese again, right-footed kick, gets to the box, and a scramble for it. Minot High will send it away. Minot North, the guilty party for that offsides call. As really making his way into the box was Gavin Wald, the 8th grade forward, who, along with Ovitt, the only goal scorers for Minot North this season, and Wald had a good look there. A Minot High double team, triple team there negates the progress of North here as we get close to the 15-minute mark of today's match on the PSP Network. Jaden Marshall had it there on the sideline. Try giving it up for Joseph Olson, but it goes out of the boundaries. And it'll be Minot High's throw-in. Good time to remind you today's game on the PSP Network is brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They offer 0% financing and free consultations, virtual or in office. Enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at minotbraces.com. Sentinels throwing on the near side as we return to action here. Saw Jace Hoagland check in for Minot North at that last break. As well as number 16, Broden Chow. And a save made there by Griffin Wald, who has been tested a lot this season, that is for sure. 29 saves, 23 goals allowed for the sophomore goalkeeper, Griffin Wald. A 56% save rate. Already has 2 today. One he collected, and that one a shot on goal by Minot High that he deflects away. And Wald, his brother, Gavin Wald, wears number 8 for Minot North. They're on the pitch at the same time, but they're also on the pitch at the same time as Minot High's goalkeeper, Graydon Wald, the senior, also a brother there. So 3 brothers on the pitch, 2 wearing blue jerseys. The other one is for Minot High. And that's not the only pair of siblings today. More on that in the second half. As in just under 23 minutes of game time with the Magic Towing halftime report. Currently scoreless, but both teams have been close. Minot High has put up 2 shots on goal. Minot North, none yet, but they've had a touch in the box. As Minot High will just have to play this one back to the goalkeeper, Graydon Wald. He puts the attack into motion for the Magi. Caught up in the middle. Amsbury able to keep it alive for the Magicians, and that is a jersey number 10 that's on the roster. Actually, sorry, that might be number 18, so 16, Dylan Oswald. Put that one up. Oh, I think it's number 30 again. Messed that one up earlier, but Dylan Jackson, number 30. So one that continues to make moves toward the goal for Minot High, trying to put the Magicians in front first, which would go with our Northern Plains heat and air keys to the game. Have set the pace. Minot North this year, we mentioned they've scored 5 goals. They've also allowed 27 as a team through 3 matches. And doing quick math there, that's 9 per game. It's a little bit skewed by what Grand Forks Central did on this field last week, as the Knights put up a 14-3 victory to split their weekend in Minot, losing on the first day of the season to the Magicians and then defeating Minot North the night after. The teams have been able to put points on the board against Minot North early in competition, but Minot High today held scoreless nearly halfway to the halftime break. Here's Dylan Jackson once again maneuvering through the Minot North defense, and the Sentinels close in and are able to push that ball out of Jackson's control. But a steal right back for the Magi. That was Amsbury who tried to weave his way through the Sentinels, but Minot North's defense holding strong here in the first 20 minutes of today's match on the PSP Network, which is also brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. At Ryan Dealerships, the commitment and respect for their customers is as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of the 5 locations in Minot and Williston or shop online at driveryan.com. Collision right there at the 25-yard line of the football field. And everybody's up, everybody's running again. Amsbury with a wild one, which travels over to the locker rooms there here at Sentinel Stadium. It's maybe a first look for many of you at this new facility on the Minot North campus. It's officially called First Western Bank Field at Sentinel Stadium. The walk up through the newly completed campus. It's one of the very best here in the West region. Really grand entrance into the stadium, greeted by a 9-lane track. The school I grew up at, we only had 6 lanes. This one has 9 lanes on the track. The turf field, really, really great bleacher setup here. It's only on one side, so there might be some debating between fans over the course of the different fall sports seasons. Well, that's as always. A really nice facility here for high school sports at Minot North. First full year of varsity competition across all NDHSAA activities and athletics. Fall sports got started with girls golf in the first week of August. Minot North and Minot High were out on the courses then. At the tournament out in Watford City. And now soccer, the second sport to get underway. And while football gets started pretty much statewide tomorrow, everybody's in action by next week. As here the Sentinels are moving up the pitch. It's Garza again, but sliding in there and moving it out of bounds was Magicians' Ethan Dangle. One of those lime green spikes. Well, the football season starts tomorrow, week 0 across the state. We'll have coverage of Mandan and Fargo Shanley in the 3A division on the PSP Network tomorrow evening. From another great athletics facility in the West region, home of the Mandan Braves. But Minot North and Minot High will not be playing on the gridiron against one another this fall, as Minot High, the defending 3A state champions, are in a different division as Minot North. Will be playing 2A football. And all of that could change by 2025 even. So it's a rivalry that will span all the sports except for football. Sent nearly into the bleachers here. Right in front of our broadcast position. Reese, he is a tenacious defender for the Minot North Sentinels. Talk about their key to the game. Make a name for yourself. Emerson Reese. Don't dribble against him. A matchup nightmare one-on-one as the stadium lights flicker on here at Sentinel Stadium. And now we have a player down for Minot, and that's going to be Vincent Pelea, senior on defense. Where's number 2? And the collision there was started by Minot North's number 9, Logan Ovitt. It'll be a penalty there against Ovitt. Be a free kick for Minot High, but halfway between the goal line and midfield line. As Pelea continues to rehab that injury quickly. He'll take some time away from the match. Well, not really, as the free kick gets sent back to Wald in goal. 15.5 to play in half number 1. WDA Soccer on the PSP Network. Minot High 0, Minot North 0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Also a good time to remind you that today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com to schedule a move or to find a quote. That's Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Malachi Baldwin and Tegan Dangle return to the pitch for Minot North. There was a substitution for Minot High as well. As we now hit the 26th minute of our first half. '26th minute of the first half of the first matchup between Minot High and Minot North, the first of 2 this season. They'll play home and home in conference play against everybody. And the postseason procedure, top 2 in the West will play a WDA championship, but no matter the result, they'll qualify for the state tournament. Pass is just long enough to be chased down in the corner by Cale Workman. First time we mentioned him, he came off the bench a few minutes ago. And Dylan Jackson was the last to control it for Minot. It goes out of bounds, thrown by Minot North, taken back right away by Ethan Dangle. To the middle by Echanis. Now on the far side, they get it back to Jackson. Closing in on the hash marks. But Minot North's defense again makes the stand. Baldwin will move this one up to the midfield line, but inaccurate to his Sentinel teammates. Not to get far away from the other point I was making about the postseason. Again, top 2 qualify automatically. They'll play a WDA championship game at the end of the regular season, and then there's state qualifier matches as well. The 3rd place team in the table will face off against the 6th place team, while number 4 takes on number 5, with the winner of those 2 matches qualifying for state. That's how Minot High got to last year's state tournament, which was held down in Bismarck, by winning a qualifier game against Dickinson. And again, the Magicians would go on to finish 3rd in the state, a West Region dominated state tournament. The likes of Bismarck Legacy, Minot, and Jamestown finishing inside the top 4. But it wasn't a WDA victory in the end, as Fargo Shanley, the lone EDC team on the podium, was able to take home the title. Long pass in on the free kick. A couple of deflections, including off of the goalkeeper. And the putback in the end goes in for a Minot High goal. Cale Workman, right place at the right time. He's able to score for the Magi. And they go up 1-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. That is a 29th minute goal. Sorry, 28th minute goal for Minot, who go up 1-0. You can almost credit that assist on the goal to Griffin Wald, who went past the end line, went out from the end line to try and avoid or take away a header opportunity from Minot. But instead, it rebounded off of his arm right to the boot of Cale Workman. Oh, had that one wrong as well. Tayson Solper credited with the goal. Oh, I was right. I was right in the end. Cale Workman did have the goal. For Minot, puts them in front. 1-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life is busy, that's why they'll make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Well, it maybe not be the fastest pace that we thought Minot High would play at, but that early defensive press, as we have another goal opportunity, and count that one as well. Minot High, in a matter of just over a minute, have gone from a 0-0 even score to a 2-0 lead. Kyle Eklund scores that one for the Magi. See who the assist to there. Didn't catch that part, but Kyle Eklund, the goal scorer, his second of the season. Eklund, a senior forward, his third point as well. Second goal with 1 assist for Eklund this season. And again, in just 1 minute and 20 seconds, Minot High has taken a 2-goal lead. Eklund again right in the middle, trips over his own step. And Minot North is able to take that ball away, but now a dangerous pass as Minot High has really turned up the aggression once again, now playing with the lead. As Oswalt is hit hard by Garza. Oswalt still down. That's the sophomore midfielder, Dylan Oswalt, wearing number 16. As Garza just maybe kind of blindly ran right into him. And Oswalt will be taken off the pitch. Maybe the possibility of a concussion here as he's being led off the field by our referee today.
Back onto the pitch for the Magicians, number 11, Justice Asbury. Also coming into the game is number 40.
Wasn't necessarily the hardest hit you've ever seen, but sometimes those just unexpected jolting movements, and Oswalt falling on his back. It's always those that seem to have the biggest danger to him, as he'll be assessed for a concussion over there on the Minot High bench. We play on with now 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Your score, Minot High 2, Minot North none on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Goals of the 28th minute by Cale Workman and 29th minute by Kyle Eklund have put the Magicians in front. And now the Sentinels will be playing from behind as we close out the first half. A team that is yet to put up a shot on goal. Minot High now 2 for 4 on shots. Logan Ovid back on the pitch for the Sentinels. And he will fill in the spot of Gavin Wald. Those two have been the leaders in attack for Minot North, the forwards, as here goes Ovid. Speaking of, he'll pass it off to his right, and Garza back to Ovid. Ovid guarded by Echanis, as it's a pass back and forth again between Garza and Ovid. Pass led to Eklund. Kyle Eklund pumps the brakes. And his pass is deflected right at midfield, but there's a handball there. So a stoppage of play as Minot High will get another free kick. Remember, they scored on a free kick, their first goal of the match. It's off a deflection, but it started it's a few yards back from where they're currently at. And it's set up to be Justice Amsbury taking this free kick. He's also joined by Sammy Chanis there, but they both circle around the ball and trade places once again. It'll be Chanis with the fake. Amsbury tries to send it all the way in from the free kick position. But a save made by Wald. And in progress goes Minot North's offense. Here's Marshall. Clear on the defense, goes up to Garza. Hits a couple legs of Minot High defensemen. And it finds its way back to Logan Ovid. Gives it off to the near sideline, and Malachi Baldwin. Baldwin snaps a pass back to Ovid, who goes across, header away, as it is cleared by Minot's defensive line. Sentinels able to regain possession quickly. Baldwin, that is knocked down by Ethan Dangle. Kept in play by Cale Workman, and it goes back to the Sentinels, looking to at least get on the scoreboard here in the first half, but a chain of steel will take away that chance. Sentinels stop that transition for the Magicians in its tracks. Leading pass to Ovid. Will he find enough space on the sideline? Yes. Gets past Dangle. Ovid inside the box, but it's sent away. Regained by Minot North. Ovid an opportunity, and that was just going to curve outside of the net. It was Maddox Rojas, I believe, or Broden Chell, who found that soccer ball off of a Minot North deflection. Pardon me, that was Tegan Dangle. Fed it to Ovid, who puts up that shot. Probably the best look Minot North has had in this match, but just off to the left. Inside of 6 minutes to go before the Magic Towing halftime report. For the number 701-509-4011. That one's going to roll off to the left. Wald will let that one go, roll through the end line. The Magic Towing halftime report. We'll take a look back on the first half scoring. It was in very quick succession. It took a bit to get there for Minot High, but 2 goals, one after another. And the defense, especially in the back half of the pitch, when Minot North is not in their own offensive zone, has really set this game apart for Minot High. And you can really see that was the game plan going in for the Magi, and it has been well executed. That's a throw-in given away by the Magicians, and the Sentinels will take it, as we just mentioned, in their offensive zone, where possession has kind of remained over the last 3 minutes or so. Pass is inaccurate from Reese to Ovid, and Minot High will get their throw-in right back. A substitution for either side here at this dead ball. Dylan Jackson returns for Minot High, and Garza will be replaced by Gavin Wald for Minot North. Clock ticking down, 4 minutes, 10 seconds. Now 4 minutes, 9 before this first half concludes. The first 40 minutes of today's WDA soccer match on the PSP network. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you stick around after that Magic Towing halftime report. We look to have a really good second half coming up as Minot North, you mentioned right away in the Valve and Oil Change pregame show, they continued to show progress, continued to show development, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a tough task this year for Minot North. I mentioned the stat earlier, 18 players on the roster, 8 of them in 7th or 8th grade. Not a single senior suiting up on the varsity level for Minot North here in 2024. So the challenge, it's obvious for the Sentinels. They have to work around that lack of varsity experience against programs like a Minot High and a Bismarck Legacy, and of course the Bismarck Highs of the world. Changing directions was Echanis. Here's Eklund looking for his second. Deflected off the crossbar, and there with the second chance opportunity and cashing it home for Minot High is number 40. That's Nathan Wistison. Welcome into the match, Nathan Wistison. You have the 3rd goal for Minot High. It was the first shot taken by Kyle Eklund that went off of the hand again of Griffin Wald. He stopped that, and then it hit the crossbar and dropped right in front of Nathan Wistison, who scores in minute 38. The lead continues to grow for the Magicians before halftime. Still more opportunities for Minot. Dylan Jackson has an lane off to his right. He's going to take it himself, and it goes well high. And Jackson looking at the official, saying there was quite a bit of contact there affecting his path towards the net and the shot. But nothing offered back to Jackson. Throw in here in front of the Minot North bench for Minot High. 3 first-half goals for the 3-0 Minot Magicians. Sentinels just trying to get this out of the reach of Minot High. They'll have to kick it out of bounds for that to happen, but it results in a Magicians throw-in. Amsbury, touch pass there going for Jackson, but it ended up going to Minot North's Joseph Olson. Last touch by the Sentinels, it goes to the end line, so with 48 seconds left to go in the first half, our first Serve Pro corner kick with 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. 35 seconds to go in the first half. The corner taken by Echenis, and it'll have to be a second chance there for the Magi, but nothing as a result as Reese will clear. It's picked up by Minot, down to 20 seconds to go in the first half, as Reese will send that one backwards, staying at midfield. Minot High has the most bodies there as a body falls onto the turf for Minot North, and that will result in a penalty as Emerson Reese went flying up for that one and came crashing down. And there's the horn for the first half. Minot High, a defensive battle early on. They were able to stick it out with the game plan in the first few minutes, and then the goals started rolling in for the Magi. And as we go into the Magic Towing intermission report, your score on the BNC National Bank scoreboard: Minot High 3, Minot North 0.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
After 40 minutes of West Region Soccer on the PSP Network, the Minot High Magicians lead the Minot North Sentinels by a score of 3-0. Welcome into the Magic Towing Intermission Report. Remember the phone number 701-509-4011. There's no job too big or too small for Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. Once again, that phone number to call, 701-509-4011. It's not winter yet, but if you've got vehicle problems, however they come about, maybe a good number to keep in your phone in case you end up on the side of Highway 83 someday. Minot North trailing Minot High here at the break as we break down that first half, but a team that really stuck out in the first portion of that first half. You really break it down into kind of quarters. 10 minutes in, Minot North, they were playing right up to the pace, kind of right up to the talent level of Minot High. The Magicians' defense was a tough defense for sure. They were making Minot North earn it, but the Sentinels were right there neck and neck with the Magi for quite a while. Of course, then Minot High maybe switched up the game plan a little bit, it seemed, as Minot North started moving across the midfield line, getting a few offensive looks, but it took until the 28th minute for the first goal of the match to be scored, and that was from Cale Workman off of a free kick for Minot. I believe that one was from the handball, but it was a free kick for Minot High. It was taken, shot all the way in, but the goalkeeper for Minot North, Griffin Wall, deflected it up in the air. It went off a few other bodies, and then Workman just in the right place at the right time. Sometimes that's all you really need here in this game, especially on a free kick like that. So much chaos in front of the net, and he was able to put one to the back of the net, the first of the match, as Minot High went up 1-0 at that point. And then just under 2 minutes later, it was Kyle Eklund finding his way onto the score sheet. He scored in the 29th minute, and that put Minot High up 2-0, really flipping this game on its head and really in the direction of the Magicians. Defense obviously was carrying Minot High the whole way in that first half, holding Minot North to 1 shot and 0 shots on goal. But once you get that point on the board, Minot High really pulled away, and it really grew that lead even more in the 38th minute. Just under 3 minutes to go until the break. Nathan Wistison enters the match, and he's in the right place at the right time on a shot that deflects off of Wall, the goalkeeper again. Goes off the crossbar as well, and standing right next to the left upright was Wistison, and he just taps it home for a 3-0 lead for Minot High. That was the first half scoring. Again, defense kind of the focus there in the first 10 minutes. We mentioned it almost right at kickoff that Minot High would be implementing that pressure all the way down the pitch, and that was evident right away as the Sentinels had some trouble getting the ball to the midfield line and especially past it, getting into offensive sets as the first half wore along. Minot High maybe eased up that pressure. Minot North found the ways to attack them and get into offensive looks, but in the end, Minot High's defense pitching the first half shutout. A Minot High team which has held opponents through 3 matches this season to just 2 opponent goals, 1 shutout. That came in a win over Grand Forks Red River. So this Minot defense obviously up to their standard in the first half. Can they hold that through to preserve the victory in the second half? We are just minutes away from the second half getting started. The teams have made their way back onto the pitch, at least Minot High has at the moment, and it's that team, the Magicians in white and maroon, who have a 3-0 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. As we conclude the Magic Towing Intermission Report, fall sports season is here on the PSP Network. We thank you for joining us. Stick around for the second half after this commercial break.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens, that's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
We're back with second half action of WDA Soccer on the PSP Network. Minot High leading 3-0 as we put 40 minutes back on the clock. It'll be Minot North taking the second half kickoff. Now going left to right on your screen. Minot High will be on defense to start. They'll be traveling from right to left once they get possession. Well, if you like what you've seen today, don't mind if you hit that thumbs up like button on the YouTube stream. Also subscribe and make sure you don't miss a PSP Network production this year. We are just getting started with another fun fall sports season, and just getting started in the second half is Dylan Jackson. That one off the crossbar of the field goal post, which is why we're going to have a stoppage of play here as that one traveled over the net. It was nearly good for 3 points on the football field, but Dylan Jackson hit the crossbar there as well as Minot High right out of the gates here in the second half, trying to add to their already 3-goal lead. Jackson has been a little bit off target today. He's taken a lot of shots. They've also been quite contested. And he is asking the question of Minot North's goalkeeper, the sophomore Griffin Wald. Great crowd in attendance today, as you would expect. I don't think it's the official name, but if they ask me what to name the rivalry between Minot North and Minot High, it would be the 16th Street Showdown, as that's all that separates these two campuses these days. 16th Street North and South. You go to the top of the hill, you're at Minot North. You go down the hill and up a little bit again, you're at Magic City campus. Magicians take it away. Good to see Oswalt back on the pitch for Minot High. That's Dylan Oswalt. He was assessed for a concussion in the first half, but after the intermission break as well, he has returned to play. Ball on the end line, last touch by the Sentinels, so it'll bring up a second Serve Pro corner kick of the match. They've both been for the Magi, and it's Oswalt who will take it here in the near corner. Specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration, it's Serve Pro. Here goes Oswalt, runs in, and it's a long pass. It will nearly get to the other side of the goal box. And Minot North plays it well. They attempt to clear. Minot High not really going to get anything from that, it looks like, as the ball will roll out of bounds and goes to North, as everybody over there on the Minot High bench was pointing in the opposite direction, of course. But the Magicians have it right back. Jackson again right there, smack dab in the middle, and in the forward line, he just whiffs on that attempt. He was going for gold there with that shot, and now players down as Minot North was looking to advance, and Ovid just tripped up his opponent, and maybe it looks like from the reaction there, Ovid got the worst of it. No scoring yet in the second half. Just 3.5 minutes into the second half of WDA Soccer, but there has been a lot of action already. Jackson right to the middle. Wald puts the whole body into it. Jackson tries a second opportunity. He misses on that one again, and Minot High will have that one travel over the end line. Last touch by Jacob Jackson, the senior who gets into the match here in the second half. He wears number 45. He'll be playing on near side defense, but Minot High bringing everybody up here in this offensive possession. Now the Sentinels have to make their way up the turf, as again they need 3 goals to equalize here in the final 35, well, just under 36 minutes of this second conference game of the season for both squads. I'll give Jackson another touch here on the near side. Again, that's Jacob Jackson. We've been saying Dylan Jackson's name quite a bit today. Jacob Jackson now out for Minot. Amesbury thought there was somebody there on a no-look pass, and said it was just a dark blue jersey, but Minot High has recovered quickly as Oswalt along the end line. He's going to assist a header goal scored by Minot High, and that is Dylan Jackson finally getting that first goal, and the celebration to follow. Dylan Jackson, who has been pestering Minot North's defensive line and goalkeeper Griffin Wald, gets some help from his teammate Dylan Oswalt to put Minot High up by a 4-goal tally in the 6th minute of the second half. Love to put that one on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay, but our replay system is still on the off season apparently. Haven't figured that one out just yet. but a probably top nominee at this point for Jobber's move of the game. We'll award that in our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Is Minot North? Maybe. Here's a chance. But Ovid, there was a double team there on him and made life difficult for number 9. Dylan Jackson's Minot High team best 4th goal of the season puts Minot up 4-0 in this match on the BNC National Bank scoreboard with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit them online at bnc.bank. Still a good 33-plus minutes to go in this match, and Minot North running out of time, trying to come back from 4 goals down here against their rivals in the WDA, the Minot High Magicians. Sentinels just play that one out of bounds. We mentioned earlier Minot High's head coach Jordan Foley and their 2023 results. Well, there's not really anything to go off of last year for Minot North playing a JV schedule, but their head coach, Ellen Jebbins, who actually just this past spring was an assistant coach for Minot High's girls soccer team. And what a tremendous program that is, despite falling in the state championship game. But an incredible win streak there that we at PSP Network were able to catch many of those matches. Another shot in. It is saved by Wald. It was to the right post off the boot of Sam Achenas. And Wald denies that long shot from outside the box. But it will bring up a Surf Pro corner kick before the corner is taken. Vincent Palea will check into the match for Minot. Third Surf Pro corner kick coming up for Minot High this evening. And again, it will be Dylan Oswald. Won't be a long corner kick in to the field of play as Oswald on a little pass there from Achenas, trying taking another shot from outside the box, but that one went wild. The score remains 4-0. If the Oswald name, for any of those that followed boys soccer last year, if that name sounds familiar, Minot High had the Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of North Dakota. The name of Braden Oswalt. He was the highest point scorer in the West region last year. And he's supplied a lot of points for Minot High, of course. Very beneficial to have him on the roster. But it wasn't only Oswalt and Braden Oswalt that the Magi are losing from last fall to this fall. In fact, Minot only brings back 14 points from last year's team, which is just under 23%. So they're going to have to find scoring from other folks. And Dylan Jackson has been one of them. He is dribbling the ball right now. I'll try and give it off to his right. And Kyle Eklund, but Minot North will scoop that one away. Jackson last year had 3 points, and with his goal earlier today, has already surpassed that bar with his 4th goal and 4th total point of this 2024 season in just his 4th match. Ten minutes since the halftime break. We've got 30 to go. Magicians have scored in minutes 28, 29, 38, and 46. And defense has been kind of the underlying difference maker the entire way, as The stat sheet will show Minot North just hasn't gotten offensive looks today. 2 shots, 1 on goal. That shot on goal was saved already in the second half by Graydon Wald. Really introduced him as he hasn't had much to do there, minding the Minot High net. Graydon Wald, the senior. Mentioned earlier, he's the brother of the opposing goalkeeper, Griffin Wald. And Graydon 8 saves through 3 matches. He has allowed 1 goal past him. And his 1 shutout this year. That was against Red River. The last match out for Minot High as a team. A 2-1 win at Bismarck Century, their first road match of the season. As the Magicians playing 3 games away from Dwayne Carlson Stadium this week alone. Dylan Jackson tries for a second score, but it's off to the left, and it looks like he will have a substitution replacing him on the pitch. 2 new players in for Minot. Tayson Solper has come back onto the pitch. He was there in the first half for Minot High. We have Grayson Steele, the freshman midfielder. Not seeing him yet in any action, but Grayson Steele just checked in the second half with 28 minutes to play. Bullying the Minot North Sentinel there was Dylan Oswald, is trying to work some magic there on the near sideline. For Minot North was 8th grader Macklin Kelly, but Oswald said, "Get out of my way," and took that ball right from Macklin. Joshua Marsland checks in for Minot High. First time we've mentioned his name as well, as the Magi continue to bring in some new players in today's match as they have built a 4-goal lead. And somebody in the wrong there. That's going to be Minot High, whistled for the penalty. As they're just tangled up there. Echanis was whistled for that penalty. Long pass to Jacob Jackson will roll out of bounds. It came from Dylan Oswald, and as it has been said, as you would imagine, not too far into the WDA soccer season this year, are we? In fact, no team has played more than 2 matches that have gone final. A few have only played 1 in conference play. As we take a look at the WDA table coming into today's matches, and that is brought to you by Shields. Shields of Minot and Bismarck present the Player of the Week each week on the PSP Network social media platforms. Head over there to nominate a player or vote for this week's Player of the Week. Sponsored by Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Proud to support the PSP Network's mission of promoting local athletes. That's at Network PSP on Facebook and X. Shields WDA soccer standings. Jamestown has the early lead. Again, they've had the luxury, I guess, of playing 2 matches, and it's been 2 outright wins for the Blue Jays. They are 2 points ahead of Legacy and Williston. Near Minot High, we hold that thought about the standings as there's a pass that gets past Wald. It was from Sammy Janus, and now the ball is just frozen right there inside the box. There's about 3 bodies laying on it. And, well, it's no goal for Minot High. That's what Minot North likes to see. Griffin Wald denied Echanis from his first goal of the match. But the Magi have it right back. Now Minot North will work their way up the pitch, letting us look back at these Shields West Region standings. Again, Jamestown in first, 2-0 with 6 points. Legacy and Williston came into today with each having a win and a draw for 4 points in the standings. And Legacy, they were the top team a year ago in the West, while Williston, they had 4 points in the entire season in 2023. And now 2 matches in, they have 4 points again. The Coyotes on the up in the northwest corner of the state. Minot has only played 1 conference match. It was a win over Century. They have 3 points. The Patriots, on the other hand, 1-0-1 so far. They also have 3 points. Free kick from the Sentinels, taken by Emerson Reese, and it's high over the goal. It'll lead to a goalie kick here for Minot High. Bottom half of the standings, the winless teams, Bismarck, Dickinson, and Minot North with 1 loss each, and Mandan St. Mary's has 2 losses in 2 matches played against WDA opponents. Today's schedule in the West, 3 matches today, 1 tomorrow, a rare Friday matchup. The Bismarck Demons are at Williston. Another opportunity there for the Coyotes to sit in the top half of the standings. Should they be able to take down Bismarck High, who have been one of the top boys soccer programs across the state in the past 30-some years. Century is at Mandan St. Mary's, and of course this one here in Minot. The Friday matchup will be between the top 2 teams in the region, Jamestown and Legacy, a rematch of last year's WDA championship. Of course, Minot High, if results hold right now, would pick up 3 key points in the West region and get to 2-0, leveling themselves with the Jamestown Blue Jays until Jamestown gets back into action tomorrow against Legacy. The Sabres have a quick back-to-back as they will be right here at Sentinel Stadium on Saturday. Legacy and Minot North, that one on PSP Network. While we return to action here, it's a Serve Pro corner kick for the Minot North Sentinels, taking their first of the match with 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians. It's Serve Pro. This corner kick will be taken by the 8th grader wearing number 8, Gavin Wald. Wald, it's a low kick right to the middle of the pitch. It's trying to be cleared by Minot High, and possession will end up going back to Minot. Can they get it away from the end line? The answer is yes, but it will be a throw-in on the near sideline by the Sentinels and Macklin Kelly. A lot of grabbing there as Oswald and Ovitt are battling over that soccer ball, and Oswald will be whistled for the penalty as he was hanging on to the jersey of Logan Ovitt. And so that will give Minot North another chance and a free kick. Had one very recently, but it was sailed over the goal by Emerson Reese, and now they'll give it to Gavin Wald. 1 goal on the season, no assists. He's going to have to get this one past his brother, Graydon Wald, in goal. Quite the matchup here. There's the whistle. He'll run up. Line drive above the crossbar. And no good. As Gavin Wald had a good shot at that one. Going to put it right at the very top. Place that one underneath the crossbar, but didn't have the right accuracy or the right leg on it. That could be a pretty tough free kick, penalty kick to take, going up against your brother in goal. Probably know your moves pretty well. Probably know the penalty kick run up that you practice all the time. Goalie kick from Minot High goes to North. Oh, but now a near steal attempt continuing to chase after it is a Magi midfielder, Grayson Steele. It'll just be played out of bounds by Minot North's goalkeeper, Griffin Wald. We've spoken often about the Wald siblings. 2 on the Sentinels roster, 1 for the Magi. There's also the Dangles. Ethan Dangle for Minot High, the senior defenseman, or number 5, and Tegan Dangle, same position, just freshman is his grade. They've both been on the pitch frequently for these 2 teams, and not only are those 2 players taking part in the match, Dad Steve, he's the PA announcer here at Minot North, so right in the middle. He doesn't need to pick a side. Scoreless in the second half since Dylan Jackson put the Magi up 4-0 in the 46th minute. Now with a little over 18 minutes to play before our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. It's a good time to remind you that today's game on the PSP Network is brought to you by the UPS Store, located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7 and on Saturday from 8:30 to 3. UPS Store in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all of your packing and shipping needs. And of course, another big shout out to our game day sponsor, Minot State University. With more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education, MSU grads get jobs, period. Be seen, be heard, be you at Minot State University. MSU Beavers soccer gets started very shortly, but right here in Minot, it's another goal for the visiting Minot High Magicians. And that is goal score. See if we can get that number here. Running around, celebrating in front of the crowd, and that is number 26, Grayson Steele, scoring his first goal of the season. First point as well for Steele, just a freshman. First career point for number 26. And it puts Minot up 5-0 with 16 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Credit Solper with the assist on the Steele goal. Ball in the box there for Minot High. Long shot in, but it goes well high above the crossbar. It was sent towards the net by Josh Marsland. Nathan Wistison, the goal scorer from earlier in the match for Minot, he netted the 3rd goal of today's matchup. And the last one of the first half, he returns to the turf for Minot High. Wistison, the senior midfielder, who hit his first point of the season. Come the Sentinels. Haven't had much in the way of offensive attacking in the second half as Minot High has dialed up that defensive pressure once again. And too far ahead of the defense there was a Magi player. And that will be offsides against Minot. Well, we just have about 14 and a half minutes to go in this match today. Minot High with a 5-0 lead over Minot North, but there's a lot more high school sports coverage later on this week still on the PSP network. A sliding collision there by 3 players, and Minot North's Malachi Baldwin saying that had to be something there. He was ran out of bounds by Minot's defense. Tomorrow on the PSP network, we're back to the gridiron for football this time, as the state second-ranked team in Division 3A, the high-flying Shanley Deacons from out in Fargo, venture west to take on the Mandan Braves and their dynamic quarterback, Hudson Sheldon. That's probably going to have a lot of points. Catch that tomorrow night on the PSP network, 7 o'clock kickoff from Mandan, and then come back up to Minot. Our crew has Saturday afternoon soccer on the PSP network. Minot North hosts Bismarck Legacy, with kickoff scheduled for 2:30 p.m. We'll have the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show starting right away at 2:15 on Saturday afternoon. Minot North goes to the bench and brings in a new player. First time we've said the name of 8th grade midfielder Joram Aqua. He'll get a few minutes here for Minot North, likely the final 12:30, as the Sentinels' 5-goal margin may be a little bit too much to overcome here in the final 12. Would like to get on the scoreboard here against Minot High, as North has really earned it. Sentinels in the first half had to battle that tough Minot High defense and made their way, nearly scoring opportunities from Logan Ovid, and already in the second half had a good run at the goalkeeper, Graydon Wald, but it was Wald that stopped it, keeping his shutout intact. Sentinels maybe looking for goal here in the end to end this match on a high note. Emerson Reese directing traffic. Give this one up to Aaron Garza. Garza has it stolen away. Magi move it up the pitch. 30 yards out. That's near side to, I think, number 9 there, Kale Workman. Baldwin with the steal. Now it's to backtrack. Passes around Workman and runs out of room as that ball ends up on the wrong side of the boundary, the goal line. But the Sentinels have it right back. Leading Wald towards the net in the middle of the pitch, but he couldn't track it down. Minot High here in the final 10 minutes and 40 seconds, showcasing their experience of varsity soccer and also endurance against Minot North. Magi have been, seems to be the team to most frequently sub. Minot North just run a 2-forward set with Ovid and Wald doing a bunch of heavy lifting on the offensive side of things for the Sentinels, while Minot High has been able to turn defense into offensive looks, but many of their goals have come off of second chance shots. Missed saves by Wald. It just got deflected off of him. Stayed in play. Ball trades possession here on the Minot High side of midfield as we get underneath 10 minutes to go in today's match. The WDA Soccer on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. There's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or a plain cheese at Planet Pizza today. There is a new goalkeeper in for Minot High. Sorry, Minot North. Save that one. Call now for Planet Pizza 701-852-1700. Serving the Magic City for over 25 years. And goalkeeper wearing number 1 is Macklin Kelly, who we saw earlier playing defense for Minot North. He's traded the jersey 19 for the gold goalkeeper kit number 1. Well, when you're a mile or two away from the Minot North campus, the Minot High student section has made their way up the road and up North Hill. A good congregation of students here at Sentinel Stadium cheering on their team. And they can cheer a little bit more as it is a 6th goal for Minot High. And more celebration. This will take place right on the Sentinel logo. Oh, the Baker Mayfield. Goal scored by Cale Workman. His 2nd of the match. And Workman's 2nd of the season. Planting the Minot High flag at center field. And the student section does the Baker Mayfield chant there. If you know, you know. Goal in the 73rd minute by Cale Workman. Scored the first and most recent for the Magi. Season high in goals for the Magicians. They came into the day with their highest tally being 2. But of 2 goals in a win over Grand Forks Central and 2 goals in a win over Century. They had won all 3 matches by a combined 3 goals. For all 1 goal difference. Today, quite a bit different as they lead by 6 with 6 minutes to go. During the planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show will name the Sport Clips MVP of the match, as well as the Jobbers move of the game. And got a pretty good idea as to what that move of the game is going to be. Not to spoil it here, a few minutes away from getting that planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show underway. Still quite a few candidates in the running for that MVP. Brought to you by Sport Clips. Some fancy footwork there and a shot off the crossbar. As that was sent towards the net by Ethan Hansen, who has entered the match recently and tried to get in the scoring column. Nice looking shot. Pass goes under the awaiting foot there of Broden Chell. And out of bounds. Throw in for the Magi as counts down the final 5 minutes. The opening broadcast, the 2024-25 NDHSAA sports season on the PSP network. through the end line and last touch by Minot North. So we have yet another Serve Pro corner kick. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Corner kick chased down on the near side by Minot High. And that was the aforementioned Ethan Hansen. Tackle made by the Sentinels, and now they move with possession of the soccer ball. Just 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. As again, Minot North looks to break the dreams of a Minot High shutout in the first varsity meeting between the Magicians and Sentinels. Chell had some work to do there next to the near sideline in front of the bleachers here at Sentinel Stadium at First Western Bank Field. Still some substitutions waiting to get in for Minot North. To wait for the next dead ball. A hurdle there. Looks like that's Reese again. Played up to Ovitt. Ovitt finds Wald. Wald pivots, goes left, and falls out of bounds. Two players waiting to check in for Minot North, Chester Thompson and Jace Hoagland. Numbers 17 and 18 respectively. Time is running out as more players go to midfield to check in, and now they will be able to sub onto the field. Again, that's Chester Thompson and Jace Hoagland. Thompson, a freshman, Hoagland in 8th grade. Say it a lot this season. Minot North, a young group. So key to get this many minutes. A big opportunity. This program, maybe not in 2024, but the years ahead for Minot North soccer, the amount of experience they're getting right now, and 3, 4, even 5 years down the road. 5th season of varsity soccer could be big for the Sentinels. 60 seconds to play in today's WDA soccer match on the PSP network. Minot High with a 6-0-0 lead over Minot North on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life is busy, that's why they'll make manage your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Scuffle for the ball there on the sideline, and maybe a twisted ankle there from Broden Chell. Long throw in by the Magi will be collected by North. 20 seconds left to dribble out, but Minot North not thinking about that. They're saying 17 seconds left to score. Hoagland to his right, back to his left, and now going backwards. 8 seconds to play. Chell with a light touch there on the sideline. And Minot High will have possession as the horn sounds, sending that one out of bounds and sending this game into a final. Joshua Marsland, Minot High wins the first varsity meeting between the Magicians and the Sentinels on the soccer pitch. The final score, Minot 6, Minot North none. We'll have the planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game show coming up next to recap it all on the PSP network.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from?
I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
Minot High picks up their 4th win of the season, 2nd in conference play, with a 6-0 win over the Minot North Sentinels. Welcome into the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, and Shots Crossroads is your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com for their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. It won't be too much of a long trip back home for Minot High, but it'll be a happy one for sure as they come away with a 6-0 win over their rivals from just up the road and just up the hill, the Minot North Sentinels. Let's break it down with the scoring recap today. It started off not so much on the scoring side for Minot High. They set the tone with defense right away. A full field pressure, which put Minot North, their backs all the way to the end line, and they could really not get the ball to midfield, and Minot High didn't do much with the turnovers they were producing, at least on the scoreboard. But in the 28th minute of today's match, Cale Workman was able to net the first goal for Minot High, creating some breathing room. Maybe the kind of nerves of playing a rival for the first time went away for Minot High. That possibly was one thing, because they seemed to play quite a bit freer after the first goal, and especially after the second goal, as Kyle Eklund in the 29th minute, just a minute and a half after Workman put Minot on the board for the first time, Eklund extends the lead to 2-0. And right before the halftime break, 38th minute, Nathan Wistison off the bench, right in the right space at the right time to tap one in. Just a simple putt for a third goal after a shot went off the crossbar, and Wistison was right there to clean up the mess for Minot High. It was a 3-0 lead at the break, and right away in the second half, Dylan Jackson, who was threatening to get on the score sheet so much in the first half, and right away in the second half was able to net his first goal of today's game and also his fourth of the season, matching his point total from last fall alone. Jackson put the Magi up 4-0 there in the 46th minute. And then a while later, go to the 65th minute of today's match, Grayson Steele, another non-starter. He gets in the scorebook with a 65th minute goal, first of the season, and a nice celebration to follow as well. And then the sixth and final goal, it was from the guy that started the scoring for Minot High, put it to end in the 73rd minute. Cale Workman, a 2-goal match for Workman, as those his first goals of the season. The senior forward, wearing number 9, had 1 assist over the first 3 matches of the season. Workman adds in 2 goals, bringing his total to 3. He's the leading returning goal scorer for the team with 4 in 2023. Well, he's halfway there now after a 2-goal performance today from Sentinel Stadium. The home team, Minot North, they held their own a little bit in the early stages of the first half, but that defense for Minot High just got to him too much. Not enough shots on goals, not enough attacks at Graydon-Wald, the goalkeeper, who played a good game when he was tested for Minot High in net. And Minot North, again, really showed some very positive signs today, exactly what needed to see out of the Sentinels team here in the opening few weeks and matches of this season. In the end, again, your final score, Minot High 6, Minot North none. Now it's time for the fun part of the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Handing out our post-game awards. We'll start with the obvious one, the Jobbers Move of the Game. Tonight's Move of the Game sponsored by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country with locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Also find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. This is going to be Dylan Jackson's goal. The header on an assist from the corner, near side corner here on what was the left side of your screen to start the second half. It was Dylan Oswalt that sent it in right in front of the net, and it was Jackson who, like we mentioned in that scoring recap, had tried many a time to put up a goal in this one earlier, his 4th goal of the season, but it took that assist from Oswalt setting up the header to officially get the job done for Jackson and put Minot High ahead 4-0. They'd add to it after that, but the header from Dylan Jackson on the assist from Dylan Oswalt, today's Jobbers Move of the Game. And well, as for our other award, the Sport Clips MVP, a lot of times goes to the highest scorer, and Cale Workman sure put in a very nice performance today. He's definitely worthy of the MVP of the match, but so is Minot High's defense. We rarely get to say their names all that much on the broadcast while it's happening, but just forcing the issue, forcing Minot North into tough spots was really the key for Minot High as a game plan coming in, and they executed it. That defensive line for the Magi really set the tone early on. Obviously, guys like Workman and Oswalt and Jackson did the rest to pick up Minot High's win in the end with a total of 6 goals. But that defensive line of Ethan Dangle and Nolan Schmidt and Vincent Pelea really set the tone for Minot High today, earning them a collective Sport Clips MVP of the match. I always like to give a post-game shout-out to the defensive lines for these teams after pitching a shutout, and also in goal, Graydon-Wald. Well, he wasn't tested too much today thanks to those defensemen in front of him. Well, that just about does it for today's broadcast of WDA Soccer, the first of many this year on the PSP Network. We're just getting started. Join us tomorrow on the network, 7 p.m. kickoff for high school football in Week 0 in the 3A Division. The Shanley Deacons visit the Mandan Braves, and we're right back here at this very park, Sentinel Stadium, for WDA Soccer on a Saturday afternoon as the Sentinels host conference, one of the top teams in the conference in the preseason poll, the Legacy Sabres. Another talented team coming to town. It'll be a test for Minot North, but can they battle again like they did today? But the winners in the end, Minot High. Your final score for the final time, it's Magicians 6, Sentinels nothing. Once again, I'm Owen Patterson on the call today. We thank you for tuning in. Hope you join us tomorrow from Mandan or Saturday from Sentinel Stadium. But until then, have a good night, everybody.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.